So, I guess we are stuck in a world now where we have Aaron Carter and all these other people just ranting on and ranting on and ranting on, and I'm confused. Uh, I, my biggest thing about it is if you if you have issues with Aaron Carter, okay. So I need to clarify this because of my other video a few days ago. My whole point was this: if you have issues with Aaron Carter, why watch him? Block him. Don't follow him on Instagram. Don't follow him on Twitter. You know, don't watch his YouTube videos. Don't watch his live streams. I mean, I'm sure we all do things that irritate somebody else or that someone else don't like. But we're so quick to pass judgment on everybody else. You know, it's mesmerizing, really. We condemn, we judge, and it's easy to do that with somebody like Aaron because he puts all his business basically online, which that's his choice, each to their own. Do I agree with it? Not all of it. There's some things that should be kept private. There's some things you should not say online, but again, each to their own. But I support Aaron. I do. And the reason I do is because I don't know him personally, and neither, and I'm sure most of you don't either. You just know his content that's online. Um, I support him as a person, another human being. Let me put it that way. That makes mistakes. That um, needs love and affection, um, joy, all those things that we need. So does Aaron Carter or anybody in the world. As for that matter, but it's so easy to judge someone who's in the public eye because all their mistakes are put on social media and in the news and etc. And you know, I feel for him in a way, um, that he really may be going through something deep, something so deep that we can't understand or we don't know what it is or we don't see what it is. But instead of us trying to bully that, okay, and bully the individual, why don't we reach out and say, okay, look, if you're going through this, if all this is happening and da 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 blah blah blah, you know, is there something I can do to help? Now let me remind you that some people you can't help. They don't want to be helped until a person is ready to be helped. That's the only way you can help them, right? You agree with that? But does that mean you give up on somebody? Hmm. No, absolutely not. See, I've spent the last several years fighting an addiction myself, and I conquered it myself, doing what I needed to do, taking care of my business. But in those trying times now, in those several years, I it was amazing to me how people gave up on me so easily. And these are supposed to be people who care about me, who love me, whatever, etc. But yet, when it got a little rough and got hard, that's when we gave up. Now, I was taught growing up that you don't never give up on family, first of all, and you love those regardless of what they do or what their mistakes are. And I was taught you love everybody. And you reach out to help others who may be struggling with whatever is going on in their lives. There is never a point in someone's life, whatever they're doing, should you stop caring about them because they've done something, or should you stop trying because they've done something. Now, should we back up sometimes? Sure. Because sometimes, like I said earlier, just a moment ago, that you have to make sure that individual is ready to be helped. Does that make sense? They got to be ready to be helped. Because if they're not ready to be helped, if they're not ready to accept help, then they haven't acknowledged they need help. Okay? So let me put it like that. And in due time, it'll come. But having said that, now that doesn't give you the option or the opportunity to manipulate them or to bully them or to drag them down, to publicly humiliate them, etc. We we have so much in our nation right now, in the world, that is going wrong, that is going wrong. And the main reason that America is struggling the way it is today is because there's no unity. There's so much labels and deception and deceive. There's so much of that going on, and people are always worried about other people. That's what is just, it drives me crazy. Always worried about what other people are doing, that we can't worry about ourselves. It's amazing to me that when you when you type in Aaron Carter's name on YouTube, you get a list of videos, some that he's posted, I'm sure, live feeds, etc. And you also get these other videos of individuals who are becoming quite known, and getting a lot of recognition from the I guess the humiliation, the not that, but not humiliation, but maybe they're getting recognition for the negative part of it. You feel me? Like the you know, bringing out the flaws in his name, or in his videos, or whatever. I have issues with that, because I think that we focus on so much on the negative that we don't look at the positive. Now, regardless of who somebody is or what they've done, there's always good in every individual. I don't care what who they are, what they've done. They love somebody, and somebody loves them. And for that to be the cause, there has to be some good in there. But it's hard for a person to do better or feel good about themselves or try to change things when they're constantly being provoked or torn down, destroyed as an individual, their name, their reputation being destroyed. So I'm not trying to ramble on about it, because I'm just puzzled. You can see I'm puzzled. I'm not fixated on the whole ordeal of it, but it's funny in a way that some people don't have anything better than to do than to take Aaron Carter's live videos, okay, post them on their YouTube, and dissect them minute by minute, scene by scene. and what the issue is and the problem is, and what he done wrong here, and why did he say that, or come on. You got to have something better to do with your life. You feel me? You got to have something better to do. I mean, there's got to be something in your life that's more important than worrying about what Aaron Carter's doing, you know, or what he's not doing. Um, yeah, but that's my take on some of it. It sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo, but yeah, I'm mesmerized about it. I've been taking a few days and going through some of the videos and seeing yeah, just seeing how people are. I think that what gets me the most is how many individuals out there are so warped and wrapped up with Aaron Carter that it's silly. It's silly. I've seen videos and posts of people and comments and people saying, his fans shouldn't do this. They're focusing too much on Aaron Carter. They're giving him money or whatever. Well, that's because they choose to. First of all, they most of them probably grown and they can do what they want. And and if they're not grown, they know right from wrong. I'm sure. So they choose to do that. But yet we talk about how people, I hear people saying, "Oh, all these people wasting their time on Aaron, and da, 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 he's not going to do this, he's not going to do that." But yet these are the same people who are wasting their time as well, I guess, because you're making videos and posting videos about the things that he is doing or not doing or lying about or ranting about. Basically, your life has become warped around it as well. So in a way, you're kind of a fan because without his content, you wouldn't have any content. You feel me? Just saying. So, with that said, I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, and I want to put that first and foremost out there. Okay, I'm not trying to get on social media and argue with him. I don't argue. I'm too old for that. I passed those stages years ago. But I do speak what I feel is right. And I think that's what's wrong with our world. I think there's too many people that are not saying what they need to say or not taking up for people because or not doing. I can't condone tearing anybody down, regardless of what they've done or who they are or whatever. I can't do that. So yeah, you may have an opinion on things and you might not agree with things, but why don't you try to reach out and say, okay, you know what? Blank, so and so, you promised this and you said this, but you done this. There's a problem with that. You feel me? That's not going to help your reputation. Okay, but that's not what we do. We lash out immediately. Oh, he did that. He said that. No way. Well, let's make a YouTube video about it and let's see if we can get thousands of people to agree with us. Well, of course you are. Why not? You've got somebody, his name is Aaron Carter, who is still pretty well known. If he wasn't, you wouldn't be uh, wasting your time making YouTube videos about him, like I am, I guess. I'm not wasting my time, but I am. I'm trying to steer people to let everybody be who they are and encourage people to be better instead of bullying and tearing down and calling people names or whatever. Let's reach out and say, okay, maybe we need to think, say, okay, well, how can I help this person? What can I do? So maybe I'll send some good vibes their way, some good, polite comments and nice comments and such and such, and try to reach out to this person, you know, send this person a letter, and let him know whatever. But that's not what people do anymore. People they go right for the kill. That's what it is. It is what it is, I reckon. They're right for the kill. You know, they don't give anybody any credit anymore, or a chance anymore. You know, um, you know, we 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 are a people that are, you get one chance and that's it. And if you blow that chance, then you're the worst of the worst. You're no good. You're no count. And yet, all through history, you can find people getting all kinds of chances in life. I'm sure you've probably had a few yourself. But having said that, give the guy a break and give yourself a break. You know, let's spread love and kindness, not hate and envy and strife and malice and all those ugly things. You know, are we gonna agree with each other in everything we do? Nope. So a lot of you ain't even gonna like this video. That's okay. A lot of you ain't gonna like me. That's okay too. I got a whole world full of people who don't like me. So get in line. I might get to you eventually. I just think that we spend a lot of time worrying about things we shouldn't worry about. We have bigger things going on. We have kids starving. We have people homeless. We have people dying. But yet we're worried about what someone's doing on social media. What somebody posting on YouTube. Oh, God, he's lying on YouTube. Please, please. Oh my God, someone call the FBI. Come on now. Why don't we try to change our own backyards? Start with our own backyard and make the world a better place. It starts with you to begin with. Each good thing in your life has to start with you as an individual. You have to live a great life. You have to live a good life to reap good things. If you live a bad life, you're gonna reap bad things. Status quo, easy. So, if you spend your lifetime trying to be something that we're not, trying to tear somebody down for whatever it is they're due, because everybody's got to answer for their own. You feel me? Everybody's got to answer for their own thing. Nobody gets away with anything. Okay? We all will answer for everything we do. Remember that. I will post again soon. But for now, I leave you with this. Take a moment. Say something nice to somebody today. Put your arm around somebody today. And I'll tell you what. Even put your arm around your enemy today, or reach out to your enemy on the phone and say, hey, you know what? I was thinking about you. Just want to make sure you're all right. I guarantee that'll go a lot further in their lives than being angry with them. Just saying. Deuces, dudes.